How would you like to start it?
Dude, you got to pump it up.
I am pumped.
You're not pumped up at all.
I'm pumped up.
Pump it up, dude.
I'm already pumped.
You're pumped up, and you're
I'm
getting
pumped.
you're getting ornery with me.
I hit the crusher before.
No way,
I
dude.
did
The can crusher.
No, you know how you.
What's the crusher? That's not a workout move.
Yes, it is, dude.
No.
Dude, you got to watch Pumping Iron.
You ever? Did you ever have your own can crusher?
Mm-mm.
I always wanted one.
It's called a crusher. You go like this before you go for your ultimate. Before you go out on
Ultimate
stage for the ultimate pose down.
Oh, dude, where you do brown body?
You get. Oh, you got to do it.
Why
man.
do they have to do that? They put on so much. That's the
Dark skin shows definition better.
Not the way I do it. The way I do it, I have all the definition in the world. You want to feel this, dude? Feel this. I've been editing a lot.
Oh wow,
yeah, dude. No, I've been cranking it.
I always jack off with like a couple of weights. Like I put
you put wrist
3
weights?
ankle weights on.
I got a quick one in before you came over, dude.
You did.
You don't want to I took a shower right after.
Feel right.
I took a shower every time every time I jack off. I take a shower and what?
Oh, just looking for my sunglasses.
You should know where they were at this moment right now.
I was thinking about putting them on.
Don't do it. Every time I jack off, I take a shower and I sit down right after, and I blast "Stan" by Eminem.
Yeah.
That Stan guy's a real piece of shit, huh?
Now this is podcasting. Now this, you know what? I totally concede. You're right.
You can totally see what I'm talking about. This is what
absolutely.
podcasting is.
Now we're talking.
All right, intro the show.
When I jerk it, I like to listen to the March of the Gladiators.
Mhm.
Like the circus music.
Yes.
I was like,
Well, I
can barely make it to the first.
I made a
so.
specific quiet room in my apartment. I made a closet where it's they have the quietest room in the world where you can hear your blood flowing. That's what I do. And I put on the craziest noise canceling headphones.
Yeah.
And then I do a float deprivation tank.
Dude,
Did we talk about that on the podcast already about how I had a bad time in a float tank?
No, not yet. But before we get into that, because what a great way to wet the listener and the viewer's whistle on, to be like, oh, his story's coming now. But welcome to Bag Fries. This is podcasting, guys. This right here, what you're seeing right now, this is podcasting, and I'm so glad that you're here to witness it. If you enjoy what podcasting is, leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Share this at the next family reunion. Get a thumb drive, and as they're showing the slideshow of Uncle Victor, who just died tragically in a tractoring accident.
Yeah, that's not funny. My grandpa died in a tractoring accident.
Did he really?
Yeah, my real dad's dad. He was my fucking
Your
namesake.
real dad's dad?
My dad's real dad.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, finish the intro, dude.
No, anyway, send us email brainjailpod at Gmail.
Put bagfriespod at Gmail or brainjailpod, whichever
Either
one.
one.
Dude, I feel like people are sending stuff into brainjail to try to fucking go around fucking talking to me directly, but I'll have you fucking know I got eyes everywhere.
Oh no! I haven't seen any of that, but we did get a 2-star review from some guy.
Dude, he did say he would change the review after we met his demands.
Yeah,
dude, he fucking tried to hold us ransom with his one review.
Yeah.
And I'll let you know one thing, dude. We don't negotiate with terrorists at Bag Fries.
Absolutely not. But anyway, welcome to the show.
Yeah,
so
dude, my grandpa, my namesake, Bruce Gray, OG Bruce Gray, he was on a construction site, I believe in Arizona, and it was raining, and there was a hill with a dirt hill with a tractor on the top, and then the hill gave out and the tractor tumbled down, and he was like, "Whoa!"
He probably looked so stupid.
And then he was like crushed underneath it, and apparently he blasted a fucking dart whenever he was had it crushed on top of him. Yeah, not sure exactly what kind, but I would like to blast one of those, whatever he was smoking.
Yeah,
probably Lucky Strikes or something.
Man, that's horrible. How old was he?
14. No, I honestly have no idea. I truly have no clue how old he was.
Interesting. But did you ever meet him?
No, my dad was like 4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was around the time Kennedy was assassinated.
Do you think that
my grandpa had anything to do with it? No, I don't think so at all. Dude, you know what I've been laughing at so fucking hard today is I was watching gang stalking videos on TikTok.
What is that?
When people have kind of like a Truman Show syndrome type thing. So they think everybody's following them. So there's these there's these videos that these people are mentally ill, and they
Yeah.
post them on TikTok, and it's like they're standing in a parking lot of like a grocery store, and like cars will pull in and be like, "Yep, there he is. There's that person.
What?
Look at that. That's an out of state license plate. This person is following me." And they'll go up and bang on the window, like, "Quit fucking following me!" And then
Are they real people? Like this
The
is
people
a
that-
real reaction?
they're
having?
psychotic. The people that are posting it. The people are just trying to get groceries.
Yeah.
but-
Well, of course.
Then
That's what they want you to think.
Yeah, you would think that on TikTok, people would like the comments would be like, "Brother, you should get help. You should do this." Like instead, dude, I swear to God, every comment is like, "We in your walls, motherfucker." Like, that's me in the car. I'm fucking gonna kill you, dude. I swear to God, it's so fucked up and so hilarious.
That's amazing. It is. Yeah, dude. The internet is fucking brutal. Like these people need help. You know what I mean? They need, some sort of guidance and whatnot.
Which people?
The people that are on the
Comments or the guy in the video?
Well, both
who's
of
worse
them.
off?
Probably the guy in a video. Dude, man, is this even podcasting at this point?
Honestly, dude, I'm not going to get into an argument right now about what is podcasting and what's not podcasting.
I feel like
dude.
this isn't even podding right
Dude,
now.
I don't know. We could leave it up to the fucking listeners.
For a sec, we were podding for a little while, and then I feel like
What? My phone went off, and
your
then what?
phone went off.
What, dude? What's wrong with the energy? Why
Now
are
we're
you
just hanging out.
What
and
happened to you today, dude?
Nothing.
Why-
It's you.
It's not. Don't touch me either.
See?
I'm in a great mood. My fucking neighbors
See?
just moved out.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying you should be in a good mood. When
I'm in a
we're
fucking great
podding.
mood. I'm in a terrific
When-
mood. My fucking neighbors are gone. Is great.
All right.
You know, I didn't like those. You know, I had issues with those guys.
I do.
I did, dude. I almost had to bear spray a famous rapper that from. So, long story short,
Iced tea.
Yeah, iced tea. Hey, we're gonna break into this kid's apartment.
That's a pretty good iced
Hey,
tea.
dude, I kept. That's the impression I kept doing whenever we were talking about somebody who jumped in front of a train, and then
Oh,
another person who
Rest in
another
peace.
comedian had also died, and then we were talking about just another comedian who died randomly, and we were finishing telling that story.
Yeah, yeah.
And then talking about the guy who jumped in front of a train, and then somebody was like, "How'd the other guy die?" And I couldn't stop doing an iced tea impression, be like, "He was driving a train," and then just like cuts to like the boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom,
yeah,
boom, boom,
yeah.
boom.
Dude, that the ultimate wrap up at the end.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
He was driving a train. So my neighbors are fucking gone, dude. These guys, nice enough kids, but they got their fucking friends coming at all hours of the fucking day. They're up late
You
at
already
night
tell that story?
playing music. I have never told that story publicly whatsoever.
Why would? I mean, are you?
I'll tell
gonna?
it. Here's what I'll do. I'll tell it in.
You don't have to put in the gay sex
I'm not.
part.
No, not the gay sex part. But I'm not. I don't want to put out who this person is because it's not worth the fucking TMZ thing.
Oh yeah.
The person who it is very well known.
Is it
The rapper.
Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne, yeah. No, this is a rapper with a lot of followers and like a lot. He was hot for a while back, like a few years ago. He's kind of fucked off for now. Which the more clues like that I give, people
Yeah,
are gonna
don't
get.
tell me his name.
So I already told you his name.
I know, but I don't remember.
So here's what
If it
happened.
ain't Garth Brooks, I don't know. who it is.
I had some friends in town from Seattle and Portland, or
Yeah.
two of my friends, and they got here and we were hanging out. We were like having a drink really quick. They'd got here. It was like 4 p.m. We were gonna go to the Grove. We're like gearing up to leave. They had just walked in like 15 minutes earlier, so I left my door unlocked. And I remember we were sitting in here, we were talking, and I had just gone to that Bob Saget thing a few days ago, and I saw a bunch of like very random celebrities that you never see. I think like really just odd people to see. And I was telling one of my friends, and I was like, yeah, it's weird. Sometimes you'll like, it's weird. It's like crazy to see celebrities, but it's weird to see people like fucking, what's Dave Coulier. That's a weird guy to see, you know? So I was,
Makes sense.
so we were all in here, and these guys were, I don't even know. So long story short, I knew they were friends with this guy, and long story short, my fucking door just flies open because our front doors are right next to each other.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
So I never leave my door unlocked, and my door was unlocked. It fucking flies open. We're all in there, and I swear to God, everyone had a different reaction. My thought was that it was a very overzealous maintenance guy.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I was like, this is a lot for maintenance. And then another one of my friends who was here, that guy, my friend Sam, was like, man, he's like, I thought it was like one of your friends doing a hilarious, like
Yeah.
Kramer style intro.
Yeah.
And so then we're in here, and then all you see, this dude, he's a guy, he has a lot of tattoos all over his face. You know,
Yeah.
African American gentleman has nothing to do with the story,
Mhm.
and just trying to paint the picture.
Lil Wayne.
And Lil Wayne, and he
Mhm.
came in and he was like, he was like had auto tune implanted in his throat.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, "What y'all doing in here?"
I don't even think that racism. Is
Dude, don't
real.
talk quiet. People get mad.
I don't
Dude, people get
even
mad if you
think.
talk quiet. Don't talk quiet. You have to talk loud.
I know, but that's how Lil Wayne talks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know.
And let me
like-
tell you something, Miss
like-
Katie. So we're in here in the living room, and the door flies open, and then like a dude, like you would imagine if someone was getting blown away in a tornado. He's like hand on the fucking hand on the door frame, hand on the other door frame, and then puts his head in, and I was like, what the? I literally I was like pretty quiet and. Big kudos to my dog, dude. Soup. He fucking
Yeah.
jumped right into the mix and
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
went ballistic. He was like "Rah, rah," going crazy.
All my training is
Oh,
paying
dude,
off.
he's fucking literally. It was like moment of truth type shit for him, and he fucking delivered
yeah.
completely. And
Dude,
so
those little dogs are so good at that. They have the fucking balls.
And
of a
so,
much bigger dog.
then his friend, so that guy doesn't live there. It's his friend who lives there. And then so he, in the moment, I'm like seeing complete red, and
Yeah.
I like go. His friend is like, hey, and he like says his name. Let's say his name is Josh. He's like, Josh, come on,
Yeah.
Josh, come on, and like drags him away and like
Wayne!
pushes him down the thing, like pushes him down the hallway, and then he bounces. And I'm standing here, and I always have bear spray by my door, and
Yeah.
it wasn't on the hook it's usually on, but it was on the coffee table. And I literally just looked left and looked right, and I saw that bear spray, and I grabbed that, and I
Hell
went outside, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on, dude?" Like to my neighbor, and that's like, you know, I don't like to pull out tough guy shit, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I was
yeah.
like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "Bro, like my bad, like he's off all his meds right now." And I was like, "I told him, and to his face, I was like, I don't give a fuck who's on what or
Yeah,
whatever."
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, "But that's not." I looked at it, I was like, "Where is he?" And he was like, "He's gone, he's gone." I was like, "Good." And I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, dude. But I told him, this is something I've never said. I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, dude, but I don't fuck around like that. And I'm literally wearing that ridiculous lion shirt with
Oh,
like the weird
God.
like tie dye. I'm wearing short
Yeah.
shorts. I have no shoes on.
You're wearing a
and I'm holding
dashiki.
bear spray. And I was like, where is this motherfucker? And he was like, where? And I was like, you're fucking lucky. This isn't a gun, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
it was. Because
Damn.
it's like, honestly, it's like I looked left, looked right, and I saw that bear spray. Otherwise, it's like I would have just grabbed, you know.
A gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
and been like, what the fuck's up? And so then it's like I'm calming down, and it's like, and then so my girlfriend and her sister both live here,
Hell yeah.
called the cops and the landlord, and I was like, what the fuck? It's in that order, I guess. And my I don't know why they called the landlord. It's like a 70-year-old Jewish woman. She's like, and who?
I'm the lord of this land.
Who? So then, I'm like slowly realizing what's going on, and I'm like putting the face to the thing, and I'm like, all right, goddamn, whatever. This is like
Yeah.
was like in my head, I was like, I'm fucking furious, but this is not worth the fucking TMZ
Right.
bullshit. Like, I don't need to fucking put this guy on blast
Right.
on these fucking scumbag entertainment people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That whatever. So I even told my neighbor that. I was like, dude, we're fucking cool. And like I told him, I was like, once I realized what's going on, I was like, I have friends that I wouldn't want to be on fucking TMZ for breaking into
Yeah.
their neighbor's apartment. And it's like,
Like, I'm Sam Kinnison's grandson.
yeah. And
I
was,
understand.
and then the cops came and they're like, so what's going on? And I was like, dude, nothing's going on. I was like, it's nothing. Get the fuck out of my
Officer, I'll be real. I was tripping.
No,
I was tripping.
I don't even see nobody. But dude,
Yeah.
I was fired up.
I was real high on my couch.
I almost got in a fight the other day too.
Dude, see what I'm saying?
What?
Like, what's going on, Bruce? You
I'm
you
fine.
oh,
I did almost get in a fight though.
Who-
Over a dude almost ran over my dog.
Oh,
Dude, I was
That's-
walking my dog.
I get
I was
that.
walking my dog on the other street, a few streets over.
Did
And
you
this
like
dude-
sweating over
It's
it,
because I
too,
got out of the
Bruce?
shower and then like came straight
Yeah.
to doing this.
I do the same thing.
Yeah, and so I was walking my dog, and this dude just rips out of a fucking driveway, like doesn't, and I had to like pull the dog back, and then I like went like,
Nope.
then he is like a Lexus SUV with a handicap thing too, but it was
Mhm.
like a dude, he's probably like Croatian or something. I don't know what he was, like
Mhm.
in his 40s. It would have been a very, very fair fight, and he like stops right there, and I was like, what the fuck? And I like knocked on his window. I was like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? And he was like, sorry. I was like, fuck you. And then he pulled out, and then there was a construction site across the street, and I think he was like going to do something at this construction site,
Yeah.
and then there's like 4 or 5 apartment complexes up, and he had parked there and got out, and I had pepper spray in my hand, and I fucking tested it while I was walking up there because I was like, I'm not gonna fight fair. I'm gonna pepper spray this guy and fucking blast him in the head.
Yeah.
And then so I went up there, and I was with my girlfriend too, and I was like. He got out of the car and I was like, "Hey, motherfucker!" I was like, "You almost just ran over my fucking dog." And he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, whatever." And I was like, "I don't give a fuck." I was like, "You need to watch where you're going." I was like, "This is fuck. I don't fuck around like that, dude."
Yeah,
I didn't say that,
you
but I
did-
told him I was like, "You need to
That
watch
was
where
your
the."
line, though.
I was like, "You need to watch where the fuck you're going." And he was like, "Oh," and then I was just like mad the rest of the walk.
Did he immediately get better at driving?
No, I saw him later on in the walk though. He was driving somewhere
like
else, and
this.
I was like, "Yeah." I jumped on the car and I was like, "Yeah, motherfucker!" But dude, I was ready to pepper spray and fucking yeah.
Yeah.
And it was early. It was like 10 in the morning. I was enjoying the walk. I was smoking a joint. I was having a good time.
Yeah.
And fucking this guy ruined it, dude. Ruined my entire day because I almost had to kill him.
Dude, yeah. Yeah. When I
Oh,
got.
if he would have ran over my dog, dude, I would have tipped the car.
Oh, dude, you would have had the strength of like a
I
mother.
would have been fucking. I would have gone.
You'd have like, like the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
I get it.
Sorry, pause this really quick.
I mean, I'll just edit it. What's. Jesus. Now, this is podcasting. Now, this right here, this is podcasting. This is a real man getting real sweat. You know what I mean?
I'm working up a sweat in this podcast.
Yeah, you really are.
Sorry, dude. It's fucking. I hate that shit. You know when you like go
Dude, I did
too
quick,
too quickly from hot shower to regular whatever room,
Yes.
and you just like fucking your pores are still open. That's
Yep.
the issue.
Yep. No, that literally just happened. I hugged my daughter, and she's like, "You're so sweaty." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a fat guy. You know, what are you gonna do?" And then I was like, "Thanks for bringing it up." And then I hit her.
Yeah, he's like, "You don't call me fat ever again."
Yeah, you're the one. I start crying immediately. But it's my kids.
What's been going on, dude?
Well, so our upstairs neighbor, Psycho, moved out.
We're losing neighbors.
Yeah.
Did anyone move in?
Not yet. No,
I'm worried about someone moving in.
Yeah.
I might have to do that Step Brothers thing where you dress like a racist guy.
What does he say? He pulls up. He's mowing the lawn, and he's
I
got the
don't remember.
Nazi.
He's just like
Yeah.
great neighborhood. It's all white or something. It's like
Yeah,
to a
yeah.
black couple. I'm just gonna put a bunch of Trump shit all over my door.
Yeah,
But it's like honestly, dude, there's this guy who lives downstairs, and he has that window on the front lawn,
yeah.
and he just like puts out like whatever fucking is like the conservative flavor of the week. Like he had like a Larry Elder sign in when we first moved in.
Yeah.
Last like 2 weeks ago, he had a Canadian flag up to show that he like supports the
Interesting.
truckers and that are doing whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just like whatever's happening at that moment.
He's just in it. Yeah, our guy moved out. He had to be escorted out by the sheriffs
To leave the apartment?
Yeah.
Damn.
He wasn't paying rent forever, and he destroyed the entire apartment. Like he took a hammer to the dishwasher, and
That sounds awesome,
dude, he fucked that place up.
Did you go in there?
No, but my landlord loves talking.
Yeah.
He's great, but he'll talk. He'll talk for a long time.
Wouldn't
And
that be
so,
fun though to just go around your apartment and smash it to fuck?
I mean, I guess it's just fucked up because somebody's got to pay for that, But like I used to do demolition when I was in high
Oh.
school. So like my dad, because he was like a subcontractor, so I would go into like a kitchen.
My dad was a dom contractor. He would fuck your dad on the construction site.
But he would, yeah. My dad was always a bottom on
Yeah.
the site. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, when you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. When you're my dad, everything looks like an asshole. But yeah, I would go in there with a sledgehammer and just fuck shit up, and it was a blast. And then my dad would be like, "Great job, now clean it up." I'm like, "Oh man, like
Damn,
it's
dude.
messed up.
One time my
We got to
dad
get it out of here. We got to
Yeah.
remodel it." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess."
my dad's friend was moving out from the house down the street from where we lived, and he was moving out, and so my dad had told me he was drunk, and he was like, "Yeah, go down there. Y'all should go down there, go in through the back door, take out like the ceiling fans and shit, and y'all could sell the ceiling fans." So we went down there. Me and a friend
I
of
like
mine,
this guy.
Me and a friend of mine went down there and jacked the ceiling fans. Fucking took all the ceiling fans out of
Dude,
the
hell
motherfucker.
yeah.
Put them in the back of a truck, and
a
then
couple of crackheads.
put them in the back of my truck. While we were in there too, we like went in the closet and like socked a hole in the wall and shit.
Hell yeah.
And then like
Dude, I remember that hotel. That hotel that was by your place is like an abandoned hotel.
Oh, by my old in like Greenfield back in the out in the country.
Yeah, in
Yeah, yeah.
Bakersfield.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
where that was a trip.
Yeah, yeah. We used to fucking. Oh, fucking! I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Wait, did you see anything coming up here?
I didn't see. I think it's just the gardeners. I think
It sounds like a guy's cutting something.
Oh no, he's got a weed whacker.
Well,
or
dude.
something.
But
That's what I.
Oh, and then
I call my wife.
then my dad's friend
Uh-huh.
called me and was like, "You stupid cocksucker! You fucking motherfucker! Was that you who did that?" And I like didn't want to be like, "Well, my dad told me to," so I was just like, "Yeah, yes, yeah, sorry, yeah, yes, yeah."
Did you get in trouble?
Not from anybody but my dad's friend, and I think that put a strain on our relationship for a
Oh,
while.
yeah, I don't
We're
do
not
that.
really cool anymore because my dad told me to go steal his fucking ceiling fans, and I fucking got in trouble for it.
Yeah. What did your dad say? Was he like,
I don't even remember.
fuck?
I think my dad was just like, "Well, you know how kids are." So, motherfucker, you're the one who gave me the brilliant idea to steal the ceiling fans in the first place. God damn it!
Dude, this.
Yeah, but that abandoned hotel you were talking about, we would fuck around in that thing.
yeah.
I saw a guy get robbed there one time. We'd ride our bikes up and down the fucking balcony and shit.
Yeah.
The Noah was what it was called.
The
Noah.
Noah. Huh.
I don't know what that means. It's just Spanish or something.
You know what I was thinking about?
That's the barrio, dude.
When you were a kid in Bakersfield, were you guys like was there like a lot of sexual repression? Like
As far as what?
like all your tendencies towards men when you were a child.
No, all me being gay. No,
Yeah.
no. I was too busy trying to. Now you know what? It's funny because a lot of people talk about shit like that, where it's like, especially when you're very young. But it's like, especially until I was in like third grade, we were too poor to worry about anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there was no like all these people that talk about all their problems that are like they experienced whenever they were that young of like whatever. It's like we were fucking poor. I think my parents were more just focused on making it look like we weren't fucking about to be homeless, basically.
3 trash cans, right?
Yeah. Oh, dude, that was different. There was because I mean it's basically a Jefferson's type story where we kept moving on up a little bit at a time, and so like when I was in like third grade, we moved to like a nicer neighborhood, still a
Yeah.
shitty neighborhood, and then we moved to like the suburbs when I was in like sixth grade. But whenever I was a junior, maybe was I a junior in high? I think maybe I had just graduated high school. And I was still living at home, and my dad had gotten this sick job for like we were rich for like 6 months of my life, sickest 6 months ever.
Yeah.
And the first thing that happened once my dad lost that job is the city came and took our extra trash can. Like they just came and snatched up our second trash can, and we were like, I was like, fuck, like shit's getting bad.
Yeah, it's getting bad.
And I was like, damn, what are we gonna do?
Dude.
And then it was just from there, just like they took the trash can, then they took
Yeah.
the house, and they just like it just kind of kept going and going a little bit. And
You
like,
lose a toilet.
yeah, that's why gas prices are so fucking high right now. That's what the worst thing about gas prices being high is. I hate it. Everyone I have to listen to down here hates it, but in my mind, I'm like, oh, this is great news for people that I know in Bakersfield.
Yeah, for the oil.
When gas
guys.
prices are fucking bottomed out, it's like everybody that I know doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
It's really, it's like 100%.
Shit.
Where it's like good, and it's like, that's like people talk about that shit too, of like how we need to kill off the whatever industry, but it's like, that's the issue, especially with like coal mining shit, with all of like
Dude.
the oil shit. It's like, you can't just cut something completely. Like there needs to be a transition for this
Right.
entire
Right.
very large group of people, because it's a job that really with no education you can kind of like, if you work
Can
hard
make a
enough,
living.
and you could make a living.
Yeah.
And it's like there's a lot of people that I went to school with, high school with, they didn't go to college for sure, and they all do fine, like they own
Mhm.
houses and shit, but it's all because they
If they could repurpose a lot of that stuff.
I mean
my buddy, he was part of a coffee company that would repurpose heroin, like poppy fields, into coffee fields, so that
see, that's fucking lame, dude. You gotta
Well,
double down on the heroin.
no, because these
Well, the people who are doing it are getting stomped on.
dude, they're getting fucked over, and so, but literally just by charging people a normal amount for coffee, it's not heroin, which is probably way more lucrative. But these people now have a lifestyle. That's why they're running water now. Like there's cool shit, and I don't know if there's got to be some, because that's all it is. It's money, So it's like, yeah, I'd love to stop clubbing the seals, But you know, that's
Big
how
club. That's what
I pay my bills.
we club seals around here. You give
Yeah.
us something else to club, we'll club it.
I mean, I'm just a clubber. You know what I mean? I club. And, you know, if I'm not clubbing a seal, I got to be clubbing something.
Yeah.
Or give me a job hugging seals. and
Yeah,
I'll do that.
doesn't pay as much.
Doesn't pay as
all
much.
all of it goes back to the dick sucking, pussy sucking, pussy eating factory. It's like you're at
100%.
you're living big at the pussy eating factory. Gets fucking switched over to the dick
Yeah.
sucking factory.
I've actually, I got a big job offer from the shit tasting company.
Really?
Yeah. They want me to be a shit taster.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad move.
Yeah, the guy said, you know, you've been eating so much shit lately.
On stage,
Yeah, and just in life.
they
in
saw you at a
general.
comedy club. Like, how would you like to really eat shit?
You're eating shit for free right now, and you could be getting paid. And I'm like, huh, interesting.
Dude, can I tell you something that I noticed on the statistics from the last episode?
What?
Nothing in Ukraine.
Whoa.
Nothing in Russia either, but nothing in Ukraine, dude. So,
So they didn't hear the new episode.
either they didn't see it or they're fucking dead.
It's like, I hope not. I just sounds like they got their priorities a little out of whack.
You know, if they're not listening to the episode, well, they're probably defending their country. They're probably not like, must put on podcast while we do the
Oh, I love just gripping to life by the skin of my teeth.
thing. While they do bits into microphone.
It kind of takes me out of like my whole family getting murdered and whatnot, but it's a good podcast.
And
Kiev from Ukraine.
Kev from Kiev.
Yeah,
That's the
Kev
guy.
from Kiev. Yeah, Kev from Kiev. It's pretty good podcast. They talk about jacking off every episode,
Yeah.
and I think they should be called instead of bug fries. They call it jack off guys.
That's literally all we talk about.
Would
I went to NASCAR this weekend though.
That's right.
Woo! Fun fucking time. Got hooked up with some free tickets. Went down
Yeah.
to make some shit for Fat Jocks, but then ended up getting free tickets to actually go into the race. Man, that is a fun fucking place. Every liberal person should have to go there because we went there and we were like, because we had gone to the football game and we were like the playoff game to do the same shit and
Yeah.
like talk to people on the street, and everybody was so wild and crazy that we were like, dude, we'll go to this NASCAR thing and it'll be the same shit.
buck
And
wild.
all it was is that everybody we met was very kind,
Yeah,
very nice.
and you said it was pretty racially diverse too.
Yeah, Vokey put it the best way. It was very racially diverse, just not diverse in opinion. There was
Yeah.
every color of every person from every walk of life had a Let's Go Brandon shirt. Dude, there was so much sick merch there. That was like more than just a NASCAR race. That was like a merch conference. Because you go to the NASCAR race,
Yeah.
everybody is wearing their best merch.
Yeah,
Everyone has their best, like, if you can't stand in front of the fucking if you can't stand behind our soldiers, stand in front of them. This is the
Yeah.
flag, and if you fucking even look
Yeah.
at it the wrong way, you can get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, there was that, and there was a good amount of anti-pedophile merch, which
Dude,
is
that is so crazy.
anti-pedophile merch.
Why?
Because
What
you
is
got-
the association with
Yeah.
anti-pedophile and even like the right in general? I
Yeah.
think everybody's anti-pedophile, but it's a weird lane that like the Republicans have kind of
Have like taken this like, we fucking hate pedophiles.
yeah.
And it's
You know
like,
what
yeah,
it
no
is?
shit.
It's QAnon. It's a QAnon thing because that was the big thing with QAnon was that Trump was rounding up all these
rounding up all the pedophiles.
all the
yeah.
pedophiles and stuff. Yeah. So QAnon and the pizza place or
Pizza
whatever.
gate, yeah.
Yeah,
We
pizza.
should go there and get some pizza.
Dude, we really
Play some
should.
ping pong.
We should. I'm telling you, we should do. There was this fry shop that's in L.A. or where is it?
We just watched that last night.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
but
Mr. Fries Man.
Yeah, I'm like, we should go in there with some lapel mics and just record and
Yeah.
like eat some fucking fries.
Fuck yeah.
Uh,
We should have a Reddit meetup at Mr.
Yeah.
Fries Man.
dude, that'd be fun. That'd be
Dude,
really
did you
fun.
watch that QAnon documentary?
Yeah.
Man, I'm such a fucking mark that I was watching that and I was like, damn, these guys are making a lot of sense. Like, I swear to God, I was watching that
Dude.
and I was by myself and I had smoked some weed and I was watching it. I was like, damn, that is a crazy coincidence. Like, the entire fucking
Dude,
thing.
Everything
I was like, obviously, I
is
was like, these
that.
people are crazy, but man, these guys kind of might get it. Dude, when
Interesting.
I was at that NASCAR race, everybody was like, I was like, damn, I might be the race was a fucking blast.
Mhm.
Also, dude, you could do whatever the fuck you wanted
Like,
inside of that place.
These guys really have a great time.
Dude, we went and saw those guys that sing that song that's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Heaven, let your light shine down. It's called
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what's that fucking band called? I can't remember off the top.
Collective Soul.
Collective Soul.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
that guy is looking fucking rough. I'll tell you. That
Oh
much.
really?
Yeah. We saw them, dude.
They're great. It's a great band.
We saw them. We missed them play that song. They had dirt bike jumpers out in the
Oh,
fucking
fuck
thing.
yeah.
They had
You know-
Mexican wrestling.
It's awesome. Like I love like what you said. Like everybody should have to go out there. Like all the like guys that are basically all the stereotyping generalities about what that event is like should.
It's right, but everyone's nice.
right.
Everyone,
right.
every stereotype you have about that place of what it was going to be like is 100% true.
Yeah.
But the thing is that everybody there is very nice.
That's cool.
And
That's
yeah,
really
but the
cool.
merch thing was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Everybody like it got hot during the day.
What is Let's Go Brandon, by the way? I know it's associated with pedophilia and like
No. It's not associated with pedophilia.
it's not.
What it is there was a guy named Brandon who won a NASCAR race, and he was by the finish line doing an interview with the sideline reporter woman, and she was talking to him, and in the back of the thing, the crowd was chanting "Fuck Joe Biden." And so then the lady doing the interview was like, "Oh, and the crowd's getting into it. Sounds like they're saying, 'Let's go, Brandon.'" And so then it's become a thing. "Let's go, Brandon." That
It
means fuck Joe Biden. Yes.
Okay.
So there was a lot of "Let's go, Brandon."
It's like you're explaining the internet to your grandfather.
100%.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
And I even there was this guy, these guys with "Let's Go Brandon" shit and like
Yeah.
MAGA shit, and I played it off enough that I was same thing, didn't know what it meant, and had them explain it to me. Like
That's good. Yeah, because I mean, so much of my life is trying to pretend to be cool, and that is usually associated with like knowing about cool shit. So half the time when people are saying stuff, I'm just like, "Oh yeah, hell yeah,
dude,
yeah, oh yeah," and I have no fucking clue what they're talking
we were
about.
talking to this guy, and this fucking hillbilly in the middle of us talking to a different guy runs up with like a fan, like a desk fan that you would
Yeah.
have, like a Honeywell desk fan, a white one, and it has a bunch of signatures on it. And he comes over, he's like, "Yeah, got the fan signed." It's like to us, and we're like, "Okay," and we were like, "What's the importance of the fan?" He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it's all I had." And then he just walked away into the fucking ether, just
That
into
makes
the
sense.
just
Yeah.
walked away.
Who signed it?
Some NASCAR drivers, I don't know.
Man,
But that means that guy, a pit pass is not cheap, and so
No.
that guy paid in all the money for the pit pass, but didn't have enough money for anything besides a fan.
dude. By the way, so Bruce lost his phone while he was there, and some woman
Oh yeah,
called me and
She-
was like,
sorry, go on.
thought that you were a woman because I think is the picture of she thought it was a picture of you on your phone,
Yeah,
which I don't understand. But she was like, yeah. So then I called Brian, who I knew was with
Yeah.
you, and then you guys got, and then she sent me a picture of herself, and it was like a full on like Instagram selfie, and I'm like, dang,
she was a babe.
yeah, she's a good looking lady, but she got it from like, she's like, this is me wearing a red tank top. And then, but also to add on to the niceness of the people, the fact that happened, somebody's like, hey, I found this phone. She reached out and called me. My wife goes, how did you know that Brian was with him? And I go, oh, I was invited to go. She's like, why didn't you go? And I was like, I don't know, because it was going to be earlier in the morning.
Oh,
or something.
we got down there. We left here, my place, I think at 5:30 in the morning, and then got to Brian's, and then fucking just went. The parking lot opens at fucking 5 a.m.
It's insane,
dudes. But two things about that.
Yeah.
That lady was two people in line behind me.
Oh.
And I was fucking wasted. So that lady was two people in line behind me. And also, whenever I lost my phone, it was like 3 minutes, I couldn't find my phone. I knew I had said it on the stage, and I knew somebody but in my head, I was like, oh, everyone's been so nice. It'll come around. I'm just waiting in line for tater tots and pizza. I was like, it's all good. Like, it'll all come back to me. But dude, race was fun as shit. And you know what? There was these fucking YouTube troll losers. These fucking two morons. I don't want to say their names, but you would know who they were. And they were out there.
YouTube trolls?
Yeah, they're fucking losers. And they were out there, like type of dudes who like are trying to get canceled on purpose.
Okay.
Like on the internet, and that's like their thing.
Yeah.
And so then they were out there going around the parking lot with like a megaphone and being like, have like all like wearing like Biden shit with like Biden flags, and have like a poster board with like critical race theory information on it.
It's good.
Yeah, and they were just like going around yelling into a megaphone, and everyone's like getting mad. And I was like, why the fuck are you out here?
It's insane.
Like, I know you're kind of in a way doing the same thing that we're doing and going around talking to people, hoping to
Right.
get into some kind of. But we weren't going out there just and trolling people and being like, "So you guys are stupid, huh?"
So you guys are idiots,
Yeah,
right?
it
So
was-
you guys never have sex with women, huh?
It was just like it really bummed me out seeing those guys out there because I was
Yeah.
like, truly everybody's having a great time,
Yeah.
and you guys are just coming by and fucking it up.
Yeah,
It was very annoying.
I hate.
But that's
that
like what
shit.
those people do.
That's
It's
what
like,
a lot of people do.
yeah, that's I mean
right
their
now.
entire they have a lot of followers and they have a
Yeah.
lot of subs, whatever. But it's like their entire thing is like, let's go somewhere in public and be annoying.
Right. I'm gonna go in the public and I'm gonna have the right opinion in front of people.
But then also
And it's entertainment.
then during the national anthem, they went down to the front in front of everybody and like did like they're white guys and they did like they like kneeled during the national anthem with the Biden flag and did like a Black Power thing and everyone's like fuck you, and this guy threw a full water bottle from the top of the grandstand and it went just over them and it would have fucked them up, dude.
I
was pissed off because they were ruining the flyover. Sick
fuck,
flyover,
man.
dude. I'm telling you, dude.
What, Blue Angels?
No, it was like 2 F-18s.
Damn.
Dude, fucking rock. The entire experience, really, I cannot say enough good shit about it.
Dude, I used to go to air shows all the time.
Dude.
That shit was amazing. Like the Blue Angels and all that stuff.
I want to go to Fleet Week in San Francisco.
Dude, I'm totally down.
Um,
Soupy doesn't want you to go. Oh, somebody's knocking. Did you get a package? Dude, this podcast could not have more
dude, I know.
interruptions, more chunks.
Dude, sorry. It was got a delivery of something to my girlfriend. Ordered something online.
Is it something that can please her the way that you can?
Dude, I don't know.
I know she orders a lot of dildos
There
from
was-
Amazon.
There was one time whenever my friends were helping me move in Portland, and one of them had my nightstand by my bed, and the drawer came out when it was in the park. We were in the parking lot, and the drawer came open, and all that fell out were 3 shotgun shells, an air horn, and a vibrator. And I was like, dude, those are my personal belongings. Dude, you don't even. Dude, but honestly, this NASCAR shit really could not be more of a free for all.
Yeah.
In the parking lot, especially, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Dude,
Going inside also can do whatever the fuck you want.
We
All
should
all
go-
you can't do is bring booze inside. We brought all the sound equipment, both
Yeah.
cameras, everything
Amazing.
inside, no problem. But by the time we got inside, we were just having so much fun that we didn't
Yeah.
talk to anyone inside. We were
Oh,
just
shit.
smoking weed inside. Like, dude, nobody gave a fuck.
yeah.
Like, and it wasn't,
Dude, that's amazing.
didn't feel like unsafe or anything like that. It was just like, because you go through and legitimately the army is who's checking you into this thing.
Yeah.
And so, but inside, there was really could do whatever the fuck you want.
Dude, let's go to a monster truck rally this
See,
summer.
you know what's Monster Truck Rally is fun, but the atmosphere is very geared towards children.
Oh, really?
Kind of the same as like Harlem Globetrotter type shit.
Okay.
It's very geared toward children, so there's not going to be, because we had the same idea when we were talking about stuff for Fat Jocks of going who to
Yeah.
go talk to. We are like, oh, we'll go to Monster Truck, and we're like, no, it's all like for kids. Where NASCAR
Yeah.
was the shit. Like we have some good shit coming from that,
Yeah.
but mainly we just went out there and had a blast, and I'm fucking psyched to go to Fontana next year.
Fuck.
I'm gonna go every year. It was a fucking blast.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it? I mean, annually,
Yeah, I think at least once a year.
what is it? Is it just
Is it just on? What do you mean exactly?
well, they don't use that racetrack any other time during the year?
I have no idea, honestly. Maybe
That's
they
so
use it for
weird.
like huge events or something. But it's like, I mean, there was 80,000 people there. I think it was huge. It was completely packed. Dude,
Dang.
you go down to the very front. We went down to the very, very front right when they come off the restart. And all the cars come by, and we fucking sat by the fucking thing and took it in with no earplugs or anything. And dude, it is literally blew my hat off my head.
Dude, that sounds a lot like when you say a gathering of 80,000 people and your hat getting blown off. It reminds me of the last time I saw 80,000 dudes, which was at your mom's gangbang.
Yeah, it was also at the Fontana racetrack.
And my hat, like I remember seeing it, your mom was there and she was just rip roaring, ready to go. And my hat, I was so horny that my hat flew off.
Did your mom have boyfriends? after your
Yeah.
parents got divorced? Did you
Yeah.
ever hear him getting it on?
No, my mom was a real prude about
Really?
it. Like she even, well, my mom. So my whole affliction with life is that my mom was inappropriate with me as far as the things she would talk to me about. So she would
She's
talk
like,
to me
Kevin,
about
my pussy is so sore after
no,
after Reginald was over last night.
no, but she would tell me like, yeah, Jerry he just wants to have sex with me. That's why he bought me that nice necklace or whatever. Like,
And you're wearing it.
yeah, it's like she got this really nice bracelet. She's like, it's so nice. It was so romantic, but he just wanted to have sex with me. And I'm like, and then she stayed with him for like another couple of years.
Were you like, did you give it up, Mom?
Yeah.
Were you,
Well,
hey,
dude,
hey, Mom, were you giving up the puss?
I used to tell my mom all the time because she would be like, I just need to find a nice man. And I'm like, Mom, you got to slut it up.
Would you be like, Mom, I'm right here?
Yeah. Well,
Mom, I'm
That's
right.
how-
I'm the man. You should have married your mom.
that is the quintessential issue that it's literally called emotional incest. And that's my childhood. My mom going, yeah, your father just isn't, he just won't pleasure me. I tried to seduce him last night. I'm like 5. And she's like, I tried to seduce your father last night and he didn't want anything to do with me. And I'd be like, Mom, you're so pretty. And she'd be like, you're the best. And then she'd hug me. And then I grow up. I'm like, oh, that's how you're supposed to do it. And then every breakdown, she would come to me with everything. So I was like her boyfriend. You know, she'd be like, she'd take me out of school so we could watch like Romancing the Stone 1,000 times. It's like, why don't we just play hooky? We'll go get some McDonald's. You can come home. We can just watch movies.
And you're like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
And it was like I mean, she did cool stuff like that too sometimes where she would
I mean,
be
this
like,
entire thing sounds awesome.
oh, it's really very my mom talking about her sex life with
Yeah.
me. And then it's like, my pussy's so dry. How about some Junior Mints?
Honestly,
And we watched Jurassic Park.
all your mom really probably needed was a gay friend.
She 100% needed a gay friend. She also needed like medication. I'm pretty sure.
That's, I mean,
that goes without saying.
that's the best medicine. People say laughter. No, it's having a gay buddy.
It's a gay guy.
yeah,
is
you
the
should
best
have
medicine.
had hooked up your mom with Samir Suri.
Dude, a real talk, dude. If my mom had a friend like Samir, I think she would.
Oh, Bonnie Jean, you are a nasty bitch.
Dude, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she needed somebody to talk with and shoot her straight because I wouldn't, you know. But yeah, she would always. I don't know. She was so weird. Great lady, but fuck, you know. She sure loved talking to me about bullshit.
How
with
old
my
were you when your
dad.
parents got divorced?
I was 12
Okay.
or 11.
And do you think that was good?
No, I don't. It sucked. It was not like great. Like my parents basically was like from the time I can only remember them arguing. So them
Yeah.
getting divorced was like a good thing.
That's what
in
I'm
that- in that way. But it was also just like, and I see this in relationships all the time where one person in the relationship just is unsatisfiable. My mom could not be happy with anything that my dad would do. So like just everything would be something that would bother her or, you know, and then she was so dramatic. Like she went to the doctor. The doctor said, I'm going to die if I don't leave him. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't want my
Sounds
mom
like
to
the doctor's
die.
trying to get some pussy, dude.
Dude, I think so. I think and my mom would just make up shit too. You know, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't know. She would always. I found out she was married an additional time. That
Before?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I had said something like I had 2 husbands or whatever, and then and then I said something about like the third one, and my sister's like, oh, there was actually another one too. This other guy. And I'm like, what? She's like, oh, yeah, we got married. Crazy. My mom used to tell stories about her first husband, that he had gold fever. And I talked about this maybe once on Brain
Is this
Gym.
like fucking 1850s?
Dude, I'm telling you.
Gold fever, like he ran up in the mountains to pan for gold?
Yeah, moved the whole family. My mom and my brother and sister, who are several years older than me, moved them up into a gold mine.
This is post your dad, pre your dad?
Pre my dad. Yeah,
So, do you have half brother, sister?
I only have half brothers. Like I have
Oh,
2
really?
half
I didn't know
brothers,
that.
2 half sisters, 3 foster sisters, and 2 stepsisters.
Jeez, sounds hot.
Oh, it's real hot. So many sisters.
So this guy wanted to pan for gold,
Yeah, he wanted to strike it rich, so he like basically.
and that was his idea.
Yeah, he
What a
got.
fucking moron!
Well, he was a genius too. Like he built
Like Ted Kaczynski style genius.
he was a religious zealot. He was very strict religiously, and he got addicted to the idea of striking it rich with gold. And like I've watched like the gold mining shows and stuff, and there is a
You
thing
watch
where
GMC, Gold Mining Channel?
yeah, but like there's a thing where like when you watch the gold mining shows, what the heck they called? I don't even know what that.
I know what you're talking
Gold
about.
Rush, I think it's called.
But it's like what I'm saying is that is such a ancient idea, even at that time. That is that's like me being like, I got a great idea. I'm gonna sell slaves.
Yeah,
and it's like what?
Well,
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's still plenty of gold out there to be found, but it's just like, this was in the 70s, so like I don't know, but he made his own like power plant for the house, and like he literally they had the government demolished it because it wasn't allowed to build on a river.
See, dude, I would have gone full Ruby Ridge on their ass if I was your stepdad.
Yeah, not my stepdad. No, but yeah, not related to me anyway. But he's my brother's and sister's dad or whatever. Phil. Yeah, but he's but yeah. So my mom said that she had to hitchhike out of there, and she tells a story. She's like, I had to leave because we were in the cabin, and there was bears breaking in constantly to all the cabins, and I have these 2 babies, and I had to hitchhike out of there, and we were on the back of a flatbed truck going through these snow-covered hills, and so the driver, she was in the cab, and the driver said, we might slide off. I don't know. So you get on the back. She says, I'm in the back of this flatbed truck going through these, snowy hills, and the guy is just going, jump off if we start sliding. And she would tell me these stories. And then I asked my brother one time, I go, hey, what was that like? Do you remember that? And my brother goes, oh, no, we took a bus. We took like a Greyhound to get out of there. And that is like seriously like a perfect example of my mother.
Yeah.
Like telling me a story that makes her look like a hero, makes the man in her life look like the devil. And then you find out that it was completely manufactured.
Yeah.
Like the only fact in that is that she moved out. But it was like all this extra stuff. She was crazy, dude. She moved to Hawaii. Because my aunt lived there.
This guy had coconut fever,
dude. Well, apparently she was sleeping on different couches, and she would just be gone for long periods of time.
Was she partying?
I think so. I think she was partying, but I don't. My mom would always say like that weed would give her headaches, and she doesn't like to drink because she doesn't like the way it makes her feel, and she was also kind of this like representative of like morality and like Christianity, to where she would really look down. Like, I mean, I've talked about it before where she's taking methadone because she had to get off opiates because she got into, mommy's little helper kind of shit. And
I took methadone one time.
Did you really?
Yeah. This kid in my school was like, yeah, dude, I got pills and I'll get you fucked up. And
dude,
took him from his brother, and I took methadone and was like, and went home from school.
Dude, yeah, that'll fuck you up.
I know. I told my mom, I was like, I don't feel so good.
I took methadone, Mom. I waited in line for 6 hours.
No, the kid just had it. This kid, Colton, his brother was a heroin addict, and he just like had methadone. It was like, this will fuck you up, dude.
But my mom would talk shit about me going to drink. I'd be like, hey, my show's at 8. I'm gonna head out. And she'd be at our house, like hanging out. And I'm gonna head out, grab a few drinks before the show starts. My mom would be like, I just can't believe my children are drinkers. I never thought my children would be those type of people. And I'd just be like, okay, Bonnie. And then she's like popping methadone. Dude, it's such a trip to find out too. I had no idea that she was a drug addict until like I had kids.
Yeah.
I remember she's holding my son once, and she started passing out. And because she was fucking strung out. She was like fucked up.
She says headphones. I was like, "Heaven, let your light shine." This is such a great fucking band, Kevin. God, Kevin, you gotta fucking listen to these guys.
You have to get a guitar, dude. She's the last voicemail that she left me on my phone. It also is indicative to my mother, because the last voicemail that I had,
Kevin, my vagina is throbbing. It is throbbing, and I've been knocking on every door in the
There's
apartment
so
complex,
much
looking for cock. Sorry, go on.
every time a dude would be like, "I was fucking your mom last night," I'm like, "Please tell me that's true." She is so lonely, man. That would be really, you'd be really doing me a solid.
Yeah.
No, but the last voicemail message is, I mean, you've heard my voicemail. What would you say my voicemail is characterized as? Like, like, do you remember it? I haven't listened to it in a while.
Where it's like, you've reached Kevin Tinkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like a silly, like,
Yeah.
voiceover, like, kind of thing. You've reached Kevin Tinkin. Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
My mom, she goes, "Oh, you're so silly. I still have it." She's like, "Oh, you're so silly. I know that voicemail is supposed to be sexy, but it just makes me laugh." Just like, what are you talking about? And then she's like, "Anyway, your Nana's in hospice." It's like, okay. It's, I miss the hell out of my mom, just when she's, you miss them when they're gone, but man, she was a lot to deal with, when she was around.
Yeah. Well, I was asking, I was like, if the divorce thing, if that's like good or whatever, because my parents were always on the verge of divorce, but would never pull the trigger.
Mhm.
And part of me is curious, like, well, they're fine for like 2 weeks, and then they whatever,
Yeah.
and then they, my mom kicks my dad out, and then he comes back, and then he does this and all that, and
And
it's like
she
they're great. I
leaves.
love both of them
Yeah.
more than anything in the world. They're great. They're hilarious, etc. Supportive, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But then, like that, and so in my mind, I'm like, I wonder if it would have just been better for them to act, because they still do
Yeah.
it to this day.
Yeah.
Are like, we're fucking getting divorced. Fuck you. And I'm like, hey guys, literally every time I go there, I'm like, hey, 24 hours. Can you give me 24 hours?
Just don't fight.
Just give me 24
Yeah.
fucking hours.
Yeah, I totally can see the appeal to divorce. But like, I mean, I think this has been helpful in my relationship, is that I realized that like a lot of that shit is going to be your fault. You know what I mean? Like, it's basically what I'm saying is it's not going to stop if you find somebody else. You know what I mean? So like, all that would happen is you'd have like multiple Christmases. It would suck. Like, I don't know. Cause like my parents were very similar. Like they were always on the verge of divorce. Of course, yours are still together, but my mom finally, was like, she said she was bluffing. Me and her talked, we were just like a couple of girlfriends, just chatting it up.
Kevin, your dad had the biggest cock. I bet you've got one just like him.
I do.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't help myself.
She has said something similar to
Kevin,
that.
your dad's cock was just.
Yes.
God, I just
imagine.
imagine.
It wasn't like that, but it was like, well, your father had a big penis. I bet you had I always thought you would have a big penis. And
I hope you do. Jenny, does your husband have a big penis?
Dude, yeah. I wish she wouldn't be that funny. She would get offended really easily, but then she would make these, I don't know. My mom was a nut. God rest her soul, Bonnie Jean. I hope you're doing well. And that shit though, but like she basically like was like, I want a divorce. I want you to get out. And then like 3 years later, they get a divorce. My dad's dating somebody else, after the divorce finalized. I love my stepmom.
I'll take that as a yes.
Smoking. No, she's amazing. And she's perfect for my dad. But my mom would be like, that woman stole him away from me. That woman
like,
stole
you told me.
And I'd be like, and that's when the bullshit started to unravel. Like I'm in high school now, and she'd be like, that woman, and then my dad be like, I want you to be my best man. And I'd be like, I don't want to, I hate this. I hate this. Like, because my mom's like, that woman stole him. Oh, I knew this. We were planning. Mom, no, he didn't date anybody. He tried to take you out. He was doing dates. And then she would always complain about that and be like, Mom, you filed for divorce. I was hoping it would whip him into shape to take better care of me. Yeah. And I'm like, you're nuts.
Yeah. Well,
I think that's where my feelings about women in general come from. And it's made me like, when I think about myself, like when I think about being frustrated about women in general, like being annoyed, if something negative happens and it's a woman associated with it, it adds onto this pile or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I hate the idea of somebody My mom would always be, I need to find a good man who will just take care of me. And that idea just grossed me the fuck out. I'd be
course.
like, take care of yourself. Like and you're more likely to find somebody if you're taking care of yourself, and you'll be self-reliant. And so I'm like, fuck yeah, go girls. Like, take care of your shit. You don't need no man to take care of you. With the
Now look
same-
at us, dude. We're your mom.
That's right. Yeah, seriously. I just needed someone to take care of me.
Yeah.
You know. No, she's let me pursue my nail career. You know, it's where I'm really getting into doing nails lately. No, fuck, I can't remember what I was talking about. That it was so honest that I like. You're like,
About
that's
how
us.
you said you hate women because.
Yes, that's why I hate all women.
Welcome to the Men's Rights Podcast,
Yeah.
everyone.
No, but I do get annoyed when I see that shit. When I see somebody kind of only engaging in a relationship because they need somebody to like either be there for them, or like they're just desperate to have somebody.
Yeah.
Which is totally understandable. It's totally relatable, and I don't see it because I've been married. I've been with somebody forever, and I longed for somebody for a long time. But it grosses me out.
I think that the thing that I would guess is that if you grow up around a certain kind of thing, you're either going to do that same exact thing, or you're going to do the exact opposite.
Yeah.
And so you're going to be like same thing with my shit, where it's like my parents fight constantly about nothing.
Yeah.
There is truly nothing to fight about.
Yeah.
Not even, there's nothing. It is just anything and everything will just start a fucking something.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, I don't argue at all. It's not like I'm just like, the wife so ain't happy, whatever. But it's like, there's just no reason. There's nothing to argue about.
I'm the same. I'm very much the
like, there's
same.
really nothing to argue about.
Yeah.
Like,
A lot of it's just like, I don't know, man. I'm so comfortable with being wrong about things that like I can be a pushover, like when we're doing these podcasts and Bruce is like, it has to be. I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter. I
didn't even press record to start this thing.
Ah, you fucker.
We're still warming up.
We're still warming up. We'll pod it. We'll eventually get into what a real podcast looks like. No, but like, man. I don't know that shit. Like, I'm okay if my wife's like, hey, can you do this? You're like, what the hell? What's going on? I'm usually like, you're right. I can do that. No problem. Sorry.
Get off my back, bitch.
Yeah. Well, that's because anytime I have that inkling, because that notion is in my mind.
Of course. But it's like, what is that going to solve?
Nothing.
How is that going to move anything forward whatsoever? Of you be like, what about you? Fuck off!
Yeah.
Leave me the fuck alone!
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing. Fuck you!
Yeah. Have fun being alone forever.
And it's like,
I don't get that shit. Like the arguing. Some people just fucking argue. Like they're just passionate people.
Obviously, some relationships are totally toxic. And it's like, I mean, I've been in toxic relationships before and been like, I need to fucking be like, no, fuck you. And it's like, that, But it's like, if you don't, I don't know. Usually, if you don't go through something like that, you don't know how to kind of correct the whole thing and be like, oh, this is how I actually want to live my life.
I was dating this girl one time, and
big tits.
No,
tight pussy.
Oh yeah, but we broke up, and she wrote like a long song, and then performed it on Saturday Night Live about me.
Is Alanis Morissette?
Yeah, it was Alanis Morissette and Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah,
yeah. What are you gonna do? Sorry, Alex. Alex told that joke. He was talking about Taylor Swift last night.
Alex Hanna.
Yeah, Alex Hanna.
Yeah, dude. I just
Alex Hanna, like manna from heaven.
Manna from heaven. Is that an actual like popular thing, or is that just from Johnny Cochran saying that on that show?
No, I don't even know what that is.
I call this manna from heaven.
Well, yeah, manna is.
I don't even know what that means.
It's so when the Jews escaped from.
And I hate when they do that.
When they escaped from the Egyptians, they had no food when they were in the desert, and so.
When they came upon a bagel shop and they were like, "This is manna from heaven."
Oh my God! Look at out here. How do you stay open? I bet the rent's nothing.
They go inside like, "Oh, it's so humid inside this shop. Could you guys do something about it?"
We're in the desert. No, they. But But yeah, so then God would allowed manna to rain from heaven, which is like bread, supposedly. Yeah, some sort of bread.
That's where I fall out of shit. It's like, oh yeah, dude. Imagine
bread
imagine if I came back from a trip and I was like, dude, you guys, straight up, I was out in the desert in Joshua Tree and I was like crazy hungry. Me and like some of my homies were like super hungry. Bro, it started raining bread. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? That didn't happen.
Well, I mean, who knows? Miracles happened all the time.
Yeah, it's raining bread.
It used to rain.
I'm not saying this is your story, but it's like, oh, dude, no bullshit.
By the way,
and then we weren't thankful for the bread. Dude, started raining frogs, bro.
That's the chosen people's story, by the way, not my story.
I'm not saying it's your story or anybody's.
Yeah,
I'm just saying it didn't happen.
Well, how dare you? Moses and Aaron strike you down.
Dude, I'll fuck Moses up.
Where are we at on time?
Moses can part my ass.
Yeah, dude. Moses tries to part your ass. It doesn't work, so he slams his dick on a rock, and then the rock's ass opens up. He's like, "I'm sorry, I doubted you, Lord."
We're at an hour.
That's
right
a very good biblical reference. By the way,
people who are fucking slapping their knee.
People
are
gonna get it, man.
We're at an hour.
Well, hey, thanks for letting me talk about my mom.
Yeah,
I know that's everybody tunes in. They go, "Oh, I hope he's gonna talk about his mom."
Honestly, dude, can I tell you something? The entire time you were talking about your mom, I was totally glazed over because I was just thinking about what big, nice boobs she probably had.
At some point. Yeah. Dude, I remember she got, this is my last Bonnie Jean story, but yeah, she had, breast cancer eventually, and
they cut him off?
One of them.
What'd you do with it?
Put it in my mouth.
You mounted it on the wall?
Yeah.
You should have got it stuffed, dude.
Fuck.
Dude, I would buy that off you.
A titty?
Your mounted mom titty?
That's your grandmother's titty. Be respectful. No.
Go over there and pray in front of the titty of your grandmother.
So I got my degree in psychology and discovered all this, how that my relationship with my mother felt weird because of what was happening, and I knew I had a name for it and all this stuff. And I wrote a long paper about it. It's called a family tree. It was called a genogram. Feel free to look it up. Very interesting exercise where you put the genetic relationship with your family, and then you put the emotional relationship with your family, and you can see patterns on a family tree. You go, oh, she was distant with her father, therefore she has 5 husbands. Interesting. And you kind of see these patterns happen. So I wrote this long paper about it and gave it to my mom. And I talked to her about, that she was emotionally inappropriate with me as
you
a
go
child.
over, she's just using it as a cup holder, and you're like, "Did you read that?" She's like, "No, I haven't found the time."
She didn't read it,
of course,
and
not.
I gave
Why
it to her.
would she?
And but I remember. Oh fuck. Oh yeah. So she gets breast cancer. They chop off her jug, and then I come over and I'm like, "How are you doing?" She's like, "Honestly, I'm really excited about getting new boobs."
She got new ones?
Well, she was going to. She never ended up doing it, but she was like, "I don't know if I want to go like how big." I'm like, "Mom, I don't want to talk about your boobs."
Wish I was there.
Yeah, you'd be like,
Bonnie, get the biggest
titties.
God damn it!
You're gonna run out of skin from the skin grafts they're gonna have to give you for those.
Bonnie,
titties.
I want you to take some of my skin. I do have to end the podcast. I have to go.
Hey, well, I appreciate you, Bruce.
I feel like just because this is the way we schedule things is whenever I'm about to have to go do something, every podcast ends with me being like, "All right, I gotta go."
Yeah, well, it's because I have nothing to do.
Yeah,
I'm always like, not me. I could pod for another 6 hours if it wasn't for this guy.
Can you drop me off at work?
Yeah, for sure. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Bag Fries.
Oh wait, actually,
Bruce Gray.
No, never mind. You're right. I thought I had nothing. I thought I had to work at 7:30, but I have to work at 7.
All right. Hey, folks, send us an email at bagfriespod@gmail.com. Follow Bruce Gray at Bruce Gray. Follow me. Write us a 5-star review. Share it with your friends. Make a bit out of it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Don't try to fucking hold us fucking ransom with your 2-star review either. God damn it.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. We were just trying to figure out the best way to retain as many listeners that were asking me to do more potting, and this made the most sense. At some point, I think we may, if we can get enough of you, convince you guys to go to a new feed to get on that new and noteworthy thing, because that is a relevant thing, but it's just a lot of work to have to get everybody to go subscribe to something else.
We're trying to lead you guys to the fucking promised land, and fucking new and noteworthy is raining bread.
Yeah. But we literally just wanted to make it easier for the listeners, and that guy was like, "I don't like that you guys didn't get your own independent. Get your own damn feed.
Get your own damn feed.
This is Braindale feed here. 2 stars. I'll give you 5. But you got to get your own.
Yeah, dude, that was the thing too. I hope, and if you're the guy and you're still listening, keep listening or fucking don't. Whatever. It's just don't sit here and try to fucking hold somebody ransom and be like, I'm going to change my review, which you can't do.
Yeah,
that's not something you could do. You can't change your review on.
I
Apple.
think you can. You actually can. That's where you're wrong. Okay, that's where you're dead wrong. And actually, I'm on this guy's side. I think
I'll give this guy my personal phone number, and he can call me.
Dude, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, reach out.
Hey, if you're that guy, DM me, and I'll fucking DM me on Instagram, and we'll fucking video chat, dude. And we'll see whose dick is bigger.
Wow, that's
We're gonna start soft,
and
then we're gonna go hard.
Are you gonna have to get permission from NASA to use the Hubble telescope in order to see your?
You know how Michelle Obama was like, "When we go low, they go high." All I can think about is when they go soft, we go hard. Thank you guys. Appreciate
Peace
you.
out. But